A lot of people ask over the internet, what's a personal injury attorney cost? The answer is that what the attorney costs is really a matter of private contract between the personal injury attorney and the person who hires that personal injury attorney. The shorter answer is that most personal injury attorneys work for a percentage of the fund they create by their work. And by that, what I mean is if an attorney achieves a good settlement, or I'm sorry, a settlement on behalf of his or her client, that's the fund. Alternatively, if the attorney goes to trial and receives a jury verdict or award, that's the fund. And the attorney will most often have demanded a percentage of that fund as the attorney's fee. In many markets, that percentage is 33% or a third of the gross recovery. In some markets, it's 40. And those numbers can change depending upon the agreement between the attorney and the injured party. Some attorneys start at 33% but move to 40% if a complaint is filed, or if if testimony actually starts, in other words, if the hearing or the trial actually starts. An important thing to recognize is that, like all terms in the fee agreement, the percentage paid to the attorney is negotiable. Not overtly negotiable, they're not going to tell you that, but the reality is that there are plenty of reasons why an attorney would want to accept a case for less than the walk-in rate, so to speak. And it's also important to realize that it's not just the percentage of the recovery that's negotiable. Everything's negotiable. Terms in the agreement that can really impact how much money winds up in the pocket of the injured party include how expenses are taken, meaning if the attorney advances expenses during the litigation, which is extraordinarily common, does the attorney take his or her fee first and then the expenses, so that 100% of the expenses come on from the injured party's money, or do the expenses come off the top and then the attorney takes their percentage based on the remainder? That can have a significant impact on how much money winds up in the pocket of the injured party. Similarly, another provision in a fee agreement that can have an impact on how much money goes in the pocket of the injured party is the scope of work. Most injured people think that the services are likely to be limited to beating up on the insurance attorney and making them settle, or getting a good verdict in the jury. Those things are really important, but pretty much equally important is whether or not the attorney is going to negotiate any liens that exist as a result of medical services provided to the injured party that weren't covered by insurance, or because they were covered by insurance and the medical provider, the insurance company itself, is looking to get paid. Often, the attorneys will negotiate that. Often that's included in the services covered by that percentage fee, but you'd want to make sure that's in the contract because it's a point of negotiation.